Have you guys ever thought about why it's so difficult to stop this Lakers team? Well, you don't have to think about it anymore. You can watch it. Look at this. So, we get LeBron James in this mismatch in the post, right? So, teams, what they like to do is play an in the gaps defense, okay? Now, what is an ITG? What is an in the gaps type of defense? Well, they're going to hedge these guys over because the one thing they do not want is LeBron James spinning inside off that mismatch or even spinning baseline, right? So they send these extra defenders, which creates extra rotation from the weak side, right? So boom, you see right away, they're in the gaps. They're essentially sending 3 defenders to LeBron James. We have an open Austin Reeves for the most part. But look at this, right? Defenses start to collapse down low. And look at Vandy, right? He's going to start to set a wall. We have the weak side corner wide open. And this is what happens. LeBron James is able to read the floor extremely well. And then, boom, we're able to wall off the closeout from Whitmore and get a wide open opportunity and drain it. In this video, we're going to break down a ton of film. I want to show you guys exactly why this Lakers team is terrifying. I think LeBron James will be okay. I know he had an injury last night to his groin. I think he's going to be fine. But let's dive into some film. Now, what's funny is the early portion of this second quarter, the Rockets came out in this zone look, right? And they'd have Aaron Holiday up that right side. So the Lakers would say, okay, I mean, if you're going to play this exact zone, let's just send LeBron James to that side of the floor every single time and take advantage of that mismatch because we know he's always going to make the right play. So all we do right here is look at this. We're going to act like we're going to set up that post up once again. And once our guy overcommits, leaning forward, puts all that body pressure on those tippy toes, boom, we cut to the baseline. So now, instead of getting that post up, now we have a wide open lane to the basket because they're still not fully back in transition. All right, so boom, roll the basket, wide open dunk. That's 2 plays in a row. LeBron James was easily able just to outsmart this Rockets defense. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the backups are playing, okay? That is not something that's not crossing my mind. But still, you have to come out here and you need to execute every single possession and every single play. They have secured, I believe, the 3 seed, which is huge for them. I believe they'll rest Sunday. But, again, they are incredibly difficult to stop. Now, my favorite thing about this Lakers team is when they do get out into transition, you can tell how much of a team they are, right? You can tell that they are about getting each other involved. Look at this play here. So we're going to kick it over to Dorian Finney-Smith, and we're going to continue to run. Get up the floor, right? Boom. Space it as well. Get to the corner. Have these guys fill the lane as much as possible. So as Finney-Smith is bringing it back up, we still have that leverage, right? So if we can get a nice little pocket pass right through there to find LeBron James, now we create a really bad situation for this defense, and boom, we find the pocket pass, we continue to roll baseline, roll through that back door, we get these guys to bite up, and again, look at how fluid they are in terms of moving this basketball. No look pass. Again, they go from there to there, they find LeBron James in the slot cut, bring the defense up, no look pass. Look at LeBron. Ooh. Looking over at the top of the screen one more time for you guys. One more time. Look at LeBron as he makes this pass. He is looking at Dorian Finney-Smith. Things this team does, man. Now, that was specifically with LeBron James. Now they get Luka into the game, and they run this high DHO. So now you have a totally different action, a totally different offense to what you were just running. You still have that mismatch if you want to attack it, but they say, you know what, let's do something a little bit different. Let's put Austin Reeves and LeBron James in this corner because these guys are the last line of defense in high pick and roll situations. And I don't know about you guys, but Reed Sheppard and Aaron Holiday aren't really rim protectors at all. So that, again, they're taking advantage of that, and you don't even really notice it when you're watching the game. So as we run this DHO, this dribble handoff with Luka and Jackson Hayes, we want Jackson Hayes to set the screen and immediately roll to the basket. Now, the reason being is we already know that this big man is going to rotate and switch over to Luka. So if he does that and this guy fights over, now we have an easy lane to the basket with the last line of defense being a guard. Okay, and not a specifically big guard either. Right, so Luka feels that double team immediately over that pass to Jackson Hayes, and let's be honest, there's nothing Reed Sheppard is going to do right here to stop that. I mean, it is execution to a T, and they just took advantage last night. Now, before we get any further into the film, do me a big favor, guys. Hit that like button. If we get over, let's say 500 likes on this video, we will be breaking non-stop film down for this Lakers team throughout the entirety of the playoffs. Every game, every off day, breaking down more film. So let me know. Comment down below P2 in the comments. That will let me know that not only are you guys enjoying the video, but you want more going forward. And lastly, subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we got you guys covered. Let's dive back into the film. Alright, I feel like I need to show you guys this because I can tell they're so locked in. So we're going to get Dorian Finney-Smith to the opposite side of the floor. We're going to roll Jackson Hayes to the basket just because, you know, he's not much of a threat from the outside. And again, watch this isolation we get versus Aaron Holiday. Again, we just kept going to it because why not, right? We're going to spin off this baseline. And the reason I know they're so locked in is, one, look at Dorian Finney-Smith. As he notices LeBron James going up, right? Look at how hyped he gets. Now, we're only 6 minutes left in the second quarter. It's not like last 3 minutes down by 1. This is mid-game. Mid-game, LeBron James gets an and 1. Look at him. Absolutely hyped. Jackson Hayes, absolutely hyped. This is a team, okay? And the most important thing in basketball is to play as a team. Support your teammates, get hyped, and understand what the mission is. They've built a really good team, man. They really have. All right, some high pick and roll. I like watching with LeBron because we already know how deadly it is with Luka. It is very deadly with LeBron too. Let's just say that. So as we set up this screen, boom, we set it. We want the big man to overcommit, okay? Because if he does, now we have a quick lane to the basket with last line of defense being once again Reed Sheppard and Cam Whitmore. These guys are not rim protectors by any means necessary, right? So as the big man, boom, steps up. That first step forward was crucial. It's over. You already lost because now we have that lane to the basket. We have that leverage with really weak, poor rotation help as well. We throw it up there. Reed Sheppard not doing anything. Great pass, and Jackson Hayes throws that thing down. Again, this high pick and roll situation is so difficult because these bigs are taught to step up because if LeBron James gets separation off that screen, boom, he's taking that three, especially if you're in that drop zone coverage. So these guys are taught to first step up and then drop back, and if you can't get back quick enough, it's over. Again, it's too easy. And then in transition, LeBron James driving into lane, getting to that point of attack, forcing Reed Sheppard to overcommit while all these other guys are trying to get down low. He's going to wait to the last second to kick out, and then you get a closeout defender, which those guys are really easy to drive by because their main focus is getting you off that three-point line. They jump over, and now you get a clear lane to the basket with no big man help down low, and they end up winning this game, man. Big win. I get it. The starters were not playing for the Rockets, but I want to see execution. I want to see teamwork, and I want to see you beat the teams that you're supposed to beat and dominate the teams you're supposed to dominate, and I felt like they did that. So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.